So good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Today is day 7 of connection. And so day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, I was making small little 5-minute things. And then I was so encouraged by what I was doing. I was like, oh, why don't I choose the biggest thing in my life? And so my yesterday's plan didn't work at all. And then I realized that I had aimed too high, that the tiny little steps is actually the way, rather than saying, oh, I'm going to try and deal with that. And so now I've gone back to what's the smallest thing that I can do towards that goal, rather than what's the biggest thing I can do. Um, so notice what you're doing, how you're choosing. Somebody was putting a post-it on their computer when they made their intention for the day. They put the post-it on their computer so they would see it and therefore engage with it during the day. See what you're doing. So close your eyes. First thing we're going to check in on is your felt sense. The feeling tone of you, the life as it moves within you, sensations. Write it down. Nice. Number 2. Where's your wellness right now? Oh, my heart just went, and it was the connection of this community. Oh, thanks. So write down your wellness right now. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. um, and then what really small, tiny, small little actionable step could you take, or thing could you do? Like, would it be sitting by the river? Would it be something that tiny, like something tiny? And in its tininess, you then get to meet all the stuff around the tininess, what you're choosing to do. So what could you do? 5 minute of action or non-action today? Awesome. So come stand on your mat. Come. So coming standing on your mat. And so I've been really thinking about this honey thing, so how do we move like honey in our bodies? And then I started thinking about air and resistance, and somebody texted me viscosity. So bring your arms long beside you and imagine you're a bird. And as you lift your arms, feel that you're doing it incredibly slowly, but that you can feel the weight of the air that you're pushing through. And you feel the contact of the air as you move. And then as you pull your hands down, feel the weight of the air that you're pushing slowly down. So close your eyes perhaps and just feel the viscosity of the air around you. And so that every single bit of the movement, you earn it, you inhabit it, you connect to it. I really feel this sense of, the grace of my wings as I fly with my arms, the weight of the air as I move it, the power of the movement of my arms. Can you be down into the tips of your fingers and feel the air on the tips of your fingers? One more time. Just feel it. Like, how do you inhabit viscosity, weight, connection, mass, flow, flying, all these things? Nice. So using that same kind of movement, that same viscosity, bring your 2 palms forward as bowls of water and slowly bring your hands under your armpits and wide. And feel that as you move, you're trying to move into the deepest round that you can, and your hands are as far forward as they naturally and healthily go. And then standing tall, And as I lean my hips forward, I have the sense of pushing against something through the front of my body, and I'm coming a little bit up onto my toes even. And then as I round, I have this folding sense. The air is heavy around me, and I'm feeling my body as I move. And then in the other direction, leaning into the front of your body, feeling that you're pushing against something almost as you open. Do that a few more times. Rounding, feeling like honey in the body. And then opening and lengthening. Nice. So bend your right elbow and begin to reach your right hand up towards the ceiling and move like honey so that it's like you're suspended in the connectivity of being in your whole body. And as my right hand reaches up, my left foot floats off the floor. Bring your right elbow down, bring your right foot down slowly, ponderously, and then reach your right hand up slowly, feeling the whole of your body suspended in viscosity. I think that's my new most favorite phrase I think I've ever said. You are now suspended in viscosity. One more time. Reaching up. Coming all the way down. Other side. Bend your left elbow. And then reaching your left hand up. Be suspended in viscosity. I have no idea why it's funny. Lowering your hand down. Oh, that's so funny. And then one more time. Feeling the whole of your body as you reach, as you awaken, as you connect. And coming all the way down. Nice. So you're going to lift your knee up. So standing on your left foot, lift your right knee up, lift your hands up, and it's almost like they're connected. Your right knee and your right hand are connected. And then lengthen your leg gently back. Nothing, it's no big movement. It's how do you stay in the flow? How do you connect to the weight of the air around you? One more time. Nice. Other side. Left foot, knee rises, hands rise, and then back. Feel a bit like a puppet, that my hand is lifting my knee with a string. And I'm in the air and I'm moving the air and it has weight around me. And I feel the circumference of me, the volume of me as I move. Nice. So cool. So stand to the front of your mat. And then begin to sit your bum down and reach your hands forward as you do so. And then reach your right hand back like you're trying to find a chair. Reach your left hand more forward. Did you stay in your honey feeling? Come all the way up. Sit your bum down, staying in the honey, and then reach your left hand back, reaching the right hand more and more forward, but feel like you're searching for a chair. And then coming up, standing really tall, leaning into the front of your body. Right hand goes back. As you sit your bum down, you look back towards the right hand. Moving like honey, coming all the way up. And then left hand goes back, reaching back. Go all the way up. So bring your right hand to your right knee. Feel that honey feeling in your body. And then lean a little bit forward so that your left foot lifts off the floor. Step your left foot back. Bend your front knee, and my hips and my torso are facing towards the right leg. Reach your arms slowly up towards the ceiling. So if you feel like you're wobbling, then bring your feet more to the edges of your mat. The wider your feet are, the more stable your pelvis is. The more on a tightrope you are, the wobblier you are. So bring your feet a little bit wider maybe. Bring your feet a little bit closer and just see how you settle into your body. So reach your arms forward, moving like honey, reaching up. And that practice we did yesterday where we drew our navel towards our spine, tucked our tailbone under, and created connection through the front of the body. And then lean into the whole front of the body as you look up and reach up. Whatever version of this you're doing, let it be wholesome, your wellness. Bring your hands straight forward in front of you. Pull the right elbow back like a bow and arrow and feel the left hand gliding a little bit more forward. Bring the left forearm slowly down towards the right thigh. Let yourself rest there. Pause. Slowly rising up. Reach your left hand forward and then change. Send your right hand forward, left elbow back. Slingshot, palm is facing the ceiling. Reach your right hand up slowly. Nice. Bring your right hand down to your right thigh. Bring your left hand to your right thigh and then slowly hop forward. Rolling up like honey. Reach your arms wide. Lean into the front of your body as you reach up and look up. Sitting your bum down. Bring your arms out forward in front of you. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Step your right foot back into a wide stance backwards. Again, remember, if you're feeling wobbly, step your right foot towards the right side of your mat. Reach your arms up, moving like honey. And then draw your navel back. Connect into the whole of the front of your body. Lean into it as you lean and look upwards. Nice. Hands come straight forward in front of you. Draw the left elbow back into a bow and arrow. Feel the right hand moving more and more forward. Bring your right forearm down to your left thigh. Pause there. Nice. Rising up. Draw the left elbow or left hand forward, right elbow back, slingshot. Face your palm towards the ceiling. Lean deeply back into your elbow and then reaching up, looking up. Moving like honey as you glide upwards. Nice. Bring your left hand down to your thigh, right hand down to your thigh. Slowly, like honey, step forward. Nice. Okay, so reach your arms wide, moving like honey. Lean up, lean forward. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Really rounding deeply into your spine as you bring your hands down to the floor. Pause. Nice. Slowly rolling up. Have that sense of weight in your spine, connection in your spine. Reach your arms wide, moving like honey. Reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows. So pause as you're bending your elbows. Don't move your spine until your shoulders have rounded forward and you feel the spine. Then you travel with that connection down. So you take the slack out of your spine and then you move it. And then rolling back up, feeling the rounding, rolling of your spine. Reach your arms wide, lean into the front of your body, reaching up, looking up. So bending your elbows, but don't move anything else. As your elbows travel down, pause until you feel the rounding of the upper back, and then travel down, rounding everything else. Moving like honey, hands to the floor. Rounding back up, rolling up. Last time, reach your arms wide. Palms come together, reaching up, looking up. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. Come sit on your mat. Come. So we're going to start with our arms out, legs out forward. Bowls of water in your hand. So imagine you have 2 bowls of water in your hand and you're not allowed to spill them. Okay, so slowly bring the bowls under your armpits and then out as wide as they go to the left and the right, and then maybe a little bit forward, kind of in the direction of your feet. A little bit. See how that is in your shoulders. And then sitting up tall, feel the length of your body, that honey feeling through your spine. Reach your arms wide and lean your arms back with your thumbs traveling backwards as far as feels well and wholesome. So travel, rounding forward, bring your arms out and then lean them forward. So one of my arms goes much easier forward than the other. I'm not forcing in any way. Sitting up tall. So find your resistance, your suspended in viscosity of the air feeling. I'm feeling all of the back of my body as I roll forward, and then really deep into the front of my body as I lean back. I'm beginning to exaggerate the movement. I'm starting to round forward more, and then open and back a little bit more. One last time, each direction. Round forward. Open and wide. Nice. So, bend your knees. So I would suggest if you have tight hips, always get a chair, a pillow or a book or a block for this movement. So if you find that your knees are really high, then definitely your spine has been pushed backwards and it's hard to stay upright. Whereas if you put a pillow underneath your bum, you have more space in the front of your hips and it's easier to do. So sit on something. And then walk your feet a little bit more out towards the edges of you. Right leg's on the front, I hope I said. Left hand is on your knee. 1 bowl of water in front of you with the right hand. And then sweep your right hand under and then out towards the right and then as far towards the front as you can. And when it's only one hand, it actually sweeps very far. And just feel the yum of your shoulder blade. And then sitting tall, open wide. And so swooping under. My left hand is on my left knee and I'm dropping my head down towards my left knee, sweeping my right hand forward. And then up. Feeling that slow and steady sensation of moving the whole of your body in air, in honey. And that you're connecting I think what honey is that I've connected my skin to what's happening. I'm in this sensation of motion, of proprioception. I think proprioception is bigger. It's that I have a really deep sense of where my body is in space because of the connection to the volume of air around me. One last time. Nice. Other side. Change the cross of your legs. Left foot on the outside, right foot on the inside. Right hand to your right knee. Left hand holds a bowl of water under. And for me, this arm really doesn't go as far, but I'm not forcing it. I'm just going, oh, that's your expression. Wow, good morning. And then open out and back. So I'm keeping my elbow quite close as I turn my hand outwards, actually. And sweep it forward. And so, interestingly enough, when I only listen to the place that's resisting, I can't move my arm so much. And then I remember that there's loads of other places that move in the back of my body. And suddenly I'm like, oh, so it's almost like I was making everything more rigid on this side to protect that place. But now as I move, I'm remembering that my rib cage can move and that my shoulder blade can glide, even though my shoulder doesn't do that. How interesting. So where can you find wholesome movement while protecting that which needs to be protected? So I'm not in any way straining my shoulder, but the movement is getting bigger because I'm hearing the movement in many different places now. Oh, yum. One more time. Cool. Bring your feet so that they're around 2 feet apart. And then drop both knees down to the left into zigzag. So sitting up tall, bend your elbows and then reach both hands like honey up towards the ceiling, lengthening long and strong through your torso. Nice. Bend your elbows. Bring your right hand beside your left foot and left hand beside your right knee. And then draw your belly down towards the floor. Down towards that right thigh. No, left thigh. So it's like my left shoulder's over my left knee and my right shoulder's over my left foot. You can, if you want, reach your arms out forward. Bring movement into what you're doing. Like wiggle a bit. So if you find that you can't wiggle, you've gone too deep. So I'm side bending, rounding. How would you move in your spine here? So when I move, I feel like I create a sense of tone or connection, and then I lean a bit more into it. Nice. Walk your hands back. Other side. Bring your feet back up. Drop your knees down towards the right. Tuck your elbows in. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Reaching really long and tall through your body. Feeling your whole body as you sit here. As always, stretch your left leg long. You know who I'm talking to. Oh, bring your hands down. Hands either side of that right shin. One hand near your foot, the other hand near your knee. And just bring your belly down towards your thigh or your shin. You can walk your hands out forward or bring your hands wide or just be in a place that moves. Like how wiggly could you get here? How would you move? Side bending, rounding, arching. Nice. Come all the way up. Cool. Come lie on your mat. All the way down. Hands to your heart. And just think about the promise you've made to yourself. Is it small enough? Are you biting off way too much with your 5 minute today, like I did yesterday? And so I really made my small little intention much more doable. I do that. I get really excited and I leap. And then it's like, oh, so I've just retreated back and it's like, okay, now I can do it. It feels very nice. So nice. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart, and just rest there. Pausing there, hands on your heart, breathing into your belly. Maybe considering just all the different layers of sensation of you, the feeling tones, the felt sense, your wellness. What a gorgeous thing to feel, to sense into. So nice. I will see you all tomorrow for another glorious day of connection. Yeah. Yeah, that sense of my wellness being the connectivity of this tribe. It's so beautiful. In kindness, in wholesomeness. Nice. Thanks. So slan. Biggie intach. Leg me shiva morach. And slan.